Hey guys, Magic Ace 101 here. I know it's been a long time. Before I get to this deck profile, I just had a quick question for you guys. Recently I've been painting some stuff, and I painted these like Pokemon Go team paintings, and my buddies were asking me if I could get them turned into playmats. And I don't really know of anywhere that I could ship these out to have people turn them into playmats for anything. But if you guys know of anywhere that does stuff like that and could help me out, I'd appreciate it, because I really want to turn these into playmats. So with that said, let's get to the deck profile. Okay, so kind of the reason for the hiatus was I kind of stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit. I got back into it. So naturally the first thing I built was digital books, and I thought they just looked cool, so I figured why not, and I'll put them together. I've topped twice back-to-back at locals with this deck, but obviously it's digital bugs, so they're not that great. But I'll show you some of the combos and stuff that goes into them. It's a fun deck to play, and that's really what I've put together. And that's really what we have here, it's just a fun deck. So, let's get into it. We're running triple Cocoon, because Cocoon is the man. We're running triple Web Solder. This guy is super good when you get him out. And then we have triple Centipede. I don't really end up using his effect that often, he's just kind of there, but when you do get his effect off, it's very nice. And so that's obviously all digital bugs. Now I'm running the Insector engine with this. So we have a Hornet, a Dragonfly, and 3 Centipede. Honestly, I don't draw into or use the Insector engine that much, as I use them just because they're level 3 insects. I usually get to use the digital bug engine quite often. There is the occasional time though where you won't draw into your digital bugs and you draw into the Insector engine and you'll use that. It just helps to keep the deck consistent. And then triple Howling Insect. I'm running 2 Honest in this deck. Some people have told me to cut it to 1, others have told me to take it out, but every single time, it's never been cloggy. It's never clogged my hand. Every time I've had it, it's been useful and it's changed the course of the duel. So I'm keeping it at 2 for that reason, and then 1 Mathematician. And that's it for the monsters. As far as spells go, triple level limit, super good. People often are afraid of other back row you have, so they'll leave this up not realizing they can't do anything. Some people forget about it. It's just a really annoying card that people have to choose what to pop with. Sometimes they'll have to pop this so they can go for plays, meanwhile you have a drowning or something set, and so they'll leave that up and then they'll run into it. So a triple level limit, 1 Regeki, 1 Twin Twister. I would run 2 if I had another one. A Foolish, and an enemy controller. Some people have told me to run this at 2. Honestly, every time I have it, most of the time, I'd say around 75% of the time, I'd wish it was something else. The other 25%, it has been really useful. And that's it for the spells. And now we get to the traps. Triple Bug Emergency. This card is phenomenal. This is the playmaker of the deck, and I'll explain some of the combos and plays after. Triple Call, also a big playmaker. Double XYZ Reborn. This card is great in this deck because the whole deck is based off exceeding, and the monsters can be pretty difficult to get out sometimes. So if someone destroys them as soon as they're summoned or something, or just in general gets them to the graveyard, this can save the time through going on that hard work again. I'm running 2 Drownings. I might want to run Quaking over this, honestly, but I don't have Quaking, and I pulled both of these in the same Super or Deluxe Edition, whatever they're called now. The one with 3 packs, so I figured why not. It's just more defense. then one solid warning, one torrential, and one bottomless. And that's it for the main deck. Extra deck, playing 2 of the big boss monster. Honestly, I hardly ever go into him. Most of the times I'll only go into 1, occasionally 2. I don't really see a need for a 3rd one, but you're really not going to be extending into many things in this extra deck, so you might as well just run a 3rd. I just don't have a 3rd. Triple Corbage. This is the monster you will 9 times out of 10 end up with. And him with level limit just kills. Because level limit will just set them to defense, and then you can just shuffle whatever it is back into the deck. 2 of him, only because I found 2 of him. You could run at 3, like I said, you're not really going to go into many things in this extra deck that aren't insect types. So you might as well just run it at 3. I only found 2. I hardly go into this guy. I usually go into Giga Brilliant, because this one requires light types and the insectors are dark. But when you do get him off, he can be extremely helpful. Triple Giga Brilliant, absolutely necessary for this deck. Well, at the first tournament I topped with this, I only had 2, and I'm not sure how I topped running only 2, but I managed. But absolutely 3 is a must. Then I'm playing just some basic rank 3 staples. Really, you won't really go into them. In fact, I've never gone into them. The only way you could is with insectors, but that's it. You honestly won't go into these hardly at all. And then the last thing I'm running is Exostag. You will go into this. I want a second one, but I only have 1 copy, and I'll show you how to go into it in a second. It's using Bug Emergency. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, if you have any information about a place that I could send these off to have them turned into playmats, I would greatly appreciate if you left it in a comment below, because I would love to make these playmats for everyone. So yeah. Also, if you feel so inclined, I don't want to start a war in the comments, but comment what Pokemon Go team you're on if you play Pokemon Go. If you don't, I don't know. Anyway, see you guys. Thanks for watching.